Warning: Me Time and Murder is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Oh, for God's sake, here
Dancing
it goes.
around him, reciting poetry. Yes.
Oh my God! That's crazy.
No. Why? Oh, well, big surprise.
Oh God.
Dead on the bathroom floor.
Did it? Okay.
Oh.
Trez, today I thought we could talk about the animals on the Titanic.
Oh, my Lord. I didn't know what you were going to say, but didn't think it was going to be that.
Did it ever occur to you that there was animals on the Titanic?
No, the only animals I can think of is... Now, of course, I'm thinking of the movie, but the fancy ladies had their little lap dogs. That's the only ones I can think of.
Yeah.
What is her name? Kathy Bates. I love her.
Oh yeah?
And she had a little dog, didn't she?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Anyway. But,
So,
wait, were there animals for, to kill and eat, or what?
no.
Okay.
Well...
Just pets.
No. So it never really occurred to me that, animals died on the Titanic.
I know, I never thought of that. Because a lot of people were literally moving to America, to start their new life.
Yeah.
Isn't that where it was going? Oh my God,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah. Was it America?
Yes.
Okay. I had to take a minute there and think, wait a minute. Yeah.
Wait.
People were starting their lives, so yeah, they would bring their pets.
So the RMS Titanic was a luxury... Oh wait. Trez, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a Pucca 3 ginger tea. Mm-hmm. What are you drinking, Mary?
I'm drinking another Marks and Spencer's strawberry tea.
Yummy.
You're going to turn into a 3-leaf ginger.
I'm going to be the 4th ginger. Then he's going to turn my hair ginger. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, awesome. I love my ginger tea. The only thing this is missing is lemon. I feel like ginger should always be paired with a bit of lemon, and this is just pure ginger. So while I love it,
you could just slice a lemon and put it in yourself.
I should, yeah. I don't have any fresh lemon. It just, I feel like it's just missing something,
And for me time, I thought I would fill you in about my baby hairs.
Oh yes, please do. I'm just doing a little Neutrogena pink grapefruit mask. It's a peel-off mask this time. Getting old school with it, So how are your baby hairs?
So remember last time I was saying I was growing them out, and then I went extra and I gave them highlights.
Oh, stop. Oh, you did tell me that. You treating those baby hairs.
So I sort of so the highlights, it worked because they're less prominent and you can't see the baby hairs.
They're more
as much.
Blended in now. They're more like the colour of your skin.
But it's sort of because the bleach has sort of stunted their growth. So they're growing much slower. I'm very upset.
But wait, I thought you wanted to grow them out longer.
Yeah, I want, but there were just these really dark hairs hanging in front of my face. So I had to bleach them because they were too noticeable.
Yeah. You see, I don't know if they can ever fully grow out and become adult hair.
Oh, you think?
I don't know. Show me a person who's done it. I'm real skeptic when it comes to this. Because I tried really hard.
Well, it's actually been going really well. They have been stunted. Maybe I'll just keep going. I feel like when I pull my hair back, I'm looking at it now, that I've got rid of my baby hairs. If I pull my hair back, it's they're gone.
Stop.
I used to have
what?
I used to have really short baby hairs. They were 1 centimeter, maybe 2 centimeters, and they were bum fluff, all over my hairline, and I fucking hated it. So that's why I started to cut, and they've turned into normal hair, but it's short normal hair. Yeah,
it's hair that you can more pull back now.
Yeah, I can really pull it back. Before I couldn't even grab it. Before it was so short I couldn't grab it, and it used to just hang there. I was
well,
that
really
is
weird.
Annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying. I'm
so
at mine. I can grab mine. I have ones on the side of my head.
So I was thinking maybe I can do that to the side baby hairs. I just wish that I could tie my hair back and there wouldn't be baby hairs sticking out.
On the sides.
So fucking annoying.
I know. The problems we have.
Oh, life is so hard for us.
So hard.
Okay, so speaking of...
We're going to eat our words
having-
now. We're going to talk about something really awful. Oh, yeah, the animals on the...
on the Titanic. Okay, yeah. Speaking of having a hard life.
Oh, dear.
The RMS Titanic was a luxury steamship built in Belfast, and it set sail from Southampton. The Titanic sank in the wee hours of April 15th, 1912, in the North Atlantic Ocean after colliding with an iceberg during its maiden voyage.
Oh, so tragic.
Of the 2,240 passengers and crew on board, more than 1,500 died. So more than half of the people on the Titanic died. So many people. It's only like a couple of hundred lived.
Yeah, so many people, like.
Yeah, it's devastating. Just in case people don't know about the Titanic, I thought I'd give a very crude
I'm
brief.
sure you know.
Okay. But there were also many animals on board the Titanic. They included cats, dogs, chickens, and birds, and the unknowable number of rats.
Blech. Rotten.
So we'll just say now, get it out of the way. 3 of the 12 dogs on the Titanic survived, while all the other animals perished.
No.
Yeah, all the other ones died. The Titanic actually had her own official cat named Jenny.
Oh.
Jenny was kept on board the Titanic as a mascot. Cats are common on ships and boats anyway, as of course cats are still working animals, and so they kept the ship's rat population and mice population down.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Not like the fucking dogs doing nothing.
Pet me. Feed me.
Meanwhile, Jenny's out there working 9 to 5.
I really hope Jenny survived, but I feel like she didn't.
Jenny got a work transfer from Titanic's sister ship, the Olympic.
So cute. Work transfer.
A work transfer. I made that up. But she
Okay.
was... But she was a working cat on the Olympic ship.
I picture her with like a little uniform on.
Oh, like a little sailor hat.
In my head, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
So cute, yeah. So, yeah, she was highly recommended by the Olympic ship, and she, upgraded up to the luxurious Titanic. So this was her new post. And only a few days before the Titanic set sail from Southampton, Jenny birthed a litter of kittens.
No.
So cute.
Wait, so they're all on the boat?
But so tragic. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Jenny normally lived in the galley, where the staff fed her and her kittens on scraps from the kitchen. We don't really know much else about Jenny. There is a picture of her that I will include on the Instagram.
Aww.
She was just a working cat. There's not really much. I think there's 2 pictures of her. I'll put it on the Instagram.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh, so sad. And cats hate water.
I know.
So it's the worst.
But R.I.P. little Jenny.
Oh.
She died.
She perished. Oh.
She was a good girl. A number of pet dogs were on the Titanic too. Most of the dogs were kept in kennels on the ship's lower deck, though some first-class passengers kept theirs in their cabins. And it is thought that this is most likely without the knowledge of the crew or the staff, like the waiters and butlers and stuff like that, were just turning a blind eye and not letting on to the crew.
Because they're rich.
Yeah, basically.
Do
privilege.
what I want.
Yeah, because passengers, they were not supposed to have dogs on the boat. I mean,
but sure,
it's
like
so
the
dangerous.
staff...
They could just jump up. Yeah, they could just bite somebody or jump off, or somebody gets scared of a dog.
Yeah, but like the staff are getting tipped by these ultra rich people, so you want them tips to keep coming,
Oh yeah.
So you don't say anything. In fact, they might be getting tipped more to be quiet.
Yeah, this is true. The ship's carpenter, John Hutchinson, was responsible for looking after the dogs. The dogs were exercised daily and given a bathroom break every day on the poop deck.
LOL.
It's real.
I know what a poop deck is. It's just, yeah, it's funny.
It's just the top, isn't it?
Even more funny now.
Yeah, because the dogs go up and poop on it.
Yeah.
Poop. As for the lapdogs, there's a letter from an American painter, Francis Davis Millet, who wrote disapprovingly in a letter sent from the Titanic's last stop. So we know there was lapdogs because this American painter included talking about lapdogs in this letter that he posted before its last stop.
Was he given out?
Yes.
Was he
so
raging?
The Titanic's last stop was at Queenstown in Ireland. And I was like, where the fuck is that? Do you know where Queenstown is?
I've heard that they stopped in Queenstown. I don't know where the heck that is, though.
It's in Cove.
No. Wait.
It's Cove.
That's right.
It's Cove. It's changed its name.
It changed its name?
It used to be called Queenstown. Now it's called Cove.
Do you remember when we were there and there was like Titanic signs up for like the Titanic Museum? Or
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
we
it's a
were
full
really
blown...
confused. And we were confused. We were like, it's fucking built in Belfast. What are you on about?
Yeah, no, it stopped in there. They have like some... I'm not sure if it's a museum or it's just some like exhibition or memorial or something there.
Oh, I wonder if this letter is in there.
It could... Oh, yeah, it could be. I don't know. I've never checked out the Titanic stuff there in Cove because I've always thought, well, the Belfast one's the best. I love the Titanic Museum.
Oh, it's so good, the Titanic Museum, yeah. And then you cry at the end. Yeah.
I love it. I'd do it again. It's been a while.
So this letter, it says, looking over the passenger list, I only find 3 or 4 people I know, but there are ... a number of obnoxious, ostentatious American women. This
Candy Bits!
The scourge of any place they infest, worse on shipboard than anywhere. Many of them carry tiny dogs and lead husbands around like pet lambs.
Sorry, what's wrong
Kathy
with
Bates.
this? What is wrong with this? Exactly.
Yes.
It's the proper order if you ask me. He should have been painting the lapdogs. That would be an opportunity. It depends what type of a painter.
But then you'd have to talk to the obnoxious, ostentatious American women.
I mean, what else is he painting? You're looking out at a horizon, the sky and the sea. There's nothing else to paint. Paint the dogs. I used to love painting animals. I used to paint cats and dogs all the time.
No.
Maybe he was a portrait artist. I don't know. But an animal's still a portrait.
I don't know what he did.
He just gave out, wrote bitchy letters.
And we know as well that the first class passenger dog owners had planned to hold a dog show on board the Titanic on the morning of the 15th. Alas, they would not. The Titanic hit the iceberg the night before.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
They had planning a dog show that they
were doing a little dog show
the next morning.
But it hit the iceberg on the 14th.
Is so sad. But
Isn't
also, it wouldn't be a really great dog show, would it? Like, of course you're going to win a medal. There's like 12 dogs. It's not really a fair game.
There's only like 5 little lap dogs. I mean, like, they mustn't have had anything to do.
Like, you're going to get first, second, and third. It's great. Like, God, those women were bored. It was a long journey, wasn't it? How long, I wondered, would it have taken if they did reach America?
I don't know, but weren't they trying to break the record as well?
Trying to do it the fastest, and that was their hubris, yeah. But I suppose these people were bored. Like,
well, it was
yeah. Nothing to do.
So there are written records of several dogs on board the Titanic. So we'll just go through the little doggies now.
Oh, you're killing me.
I know, it's so sad. There was a King Charles Spaniel.
Love it. Kelly. Not Kelly. Molly.
Molly.
Was there a Kelly? The Yorkshire Terrier?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
a King Charles Spaniel, and an elderly Airedale Terrier owned
Don't know
by
what that
William Carter. I had to look it up. It's like a big curly schnauzer.
Okay.
There was a Chow Chow named Chow Chow, and it was owned by Harry Anderson. A champion pedigree French bulldog named Gamin de Pycom, owned by Robert Williams Daniel. There was another Airedale Terrier named Kitty, which is weird.
Yeah.
Calling your dog
Although
Kitty.
Kitty was also a name for a person back then as well.
This is true.
Which just makes it even weirder. It's a cat and a person's name. And you're calling it a dog. Yeah.
Kitty was owned by millionaire John Jacob Astor. There was a little Pomeranian named BB.
Cute! Oh my god, I love BB!
Little BB.
A Pomeranian. Oh, I seen a Pomeranian yesterday. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I
love
can't help but
Pomeranians.
smile when I see
I
a
know.
Pomeranian.
Is it like the little fluffy ones?
They're the best, yeah. They look
Oh
like
my
they've had
God.
an electric shock. Like their hair is just like standing up. And their eyes
just
are these
go-
little black beads. They're the
Yeah.
cutest.
Yeah. And they look
Mummy
like
had a
they're
Pomeranian.
smiling.
They do. They look cheeky. They look very
Don't they?
happy.
Yeah. Like they know they're cute. Like they know it.
They're like, look at
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I love them.
I want to get a Pomeranian.
Yeah, what was Mummy's one called? Hers had a real funny name, I think.
Wasn't
It
it
was a
black?
black one. I can't remember what
I'm
it
not
was
too sure.
called. I do like the tan ones though.
The blondie ones. The
Yeah.
blondies. So cute.
Yeah. You could call it Blondie.
Blondie.
That'd be
I could.
cute.
Whenever me and Jaren go and look at the pets on Pet Street and we see a little Chihuahua or a Pomeranian, we're like, look at the little blondie. Oh,
Oh,
my
do
God.
you? You should
Yeah, we
totally
always
call
call
it Blondie. Is there a street called Pet Street in Hong Kong?
Yeah, we live like one street away from it.
That's adorable. I want a Pet Street. Where's
It's
my
like
Pet
actually
Street?
quite unethical because it's like breeding.
Right. Okay.
I know. You can't enjoy anything nowadays. I would never buy
People,
a pet.
humans ruin everything.
I would never buy a pet from Pet Street, but we live here, so every now and again,
Yeah, you might as well look.
we just like look at them and they're like
Yeah.
just so cute. So a BB was owned by Margaret Bichton Hayes, and it is most likely that BB was kept in her cabin.
Okay, Baby's got a way cuter name than her owner.
There's also a dog owned by Elizabeth Rothschild, which was also kept in her cabin. I think it was a mix. I don't think it was like a breed. And a Pekingese called Sun Yat Sen, owned by Myra and Henry Sleeper Harper. And lastly, Frou Frou, a toy dog. A toy dog owned by Helen Bishop. And apparently this dog was allowed to stay in her cabin, as the stewardesses considered Frou Frou to be too pretty to put amongst the bigger dogs in the kennels.
Logic. Okay.
Yeah, poor little Frou Frou.
Frou.
It is thought that there was probably more dogs on board the ship, but their details and the owners just didn't survive.
Yeah.
There were 100 English foxhounds who made a narrow escape.
Wait,
Passenger
they nearly went on the ship.
Charles Moore of Washington, D.C. made a last-minute change to his plans to transport 100 English foxhounds on a different vessel that day.
Oh my god.
And he was sending these foxhounds to America to start an English-style fox hunt in Washington.
Wow.
Which
I've often
sucks.
thought of people who nearly got on the boat. Could you imagine?
Yeah, me too. Can you imagine?
Oh man.
Or people who slept in or something like that and they missed the
Yeah.
boat. Yeah.
Oh, sure. That's why they do it at the start of the movie where Jack, it's like he
I know.
just gets on. Oh, stop!
Uh-huh.
I can't.
And he
If there's
won
one
the
movie that
ticket.
makes me cry, it's that movie.
Oh god, yeah. And he won the ticket playing cards.
Yeah, he wins it, doesn't he, in a card game? Yeah.
Ugh,
Anything with Leonardo DiCaprio, guys. Oh my god.
I know. As well as cats and dogs, there was a number of birds as well. Ella Holmes White from New York brought 4 roosters and hens, and these were most likely kept in the dog kennels as well. She had imported them from France with the intention of improving her poultry stock at home. I don't know how chickens
Bloody
work, but
notions, my god. I'd understand if
I
it
don't
was
know,
for a
maybe she wanted
farm, but
to-
just for like her personal use, it sounds like. Or maybe I'm misinterpreting that.
She went and bought some hardy ass chickens and was like, go breed with the other chickens.
No, I get the logic.
Is
but
that what it's for? I don't understand.
it is like people do the same with sheep. Do you remember? I know all about sheep farming now. Like people will breed a sheep with another sheep to insert the hardiness. So yeah.
Oh, so strange.
Oh, so those poor chickens.
The same goes for another woman who brought 30 cockerels as well, roosters.
Wait. Oh, right. Okay, that's a lot.
It is a lot of chickens.
That is a lot.
Elizabeth Ramel Nye also brought her little yellow canary.
Wait a minute. The
What?
birds can fly.
I don't think they can fly that fucking far.
Oh, I got really hopeful there.
Oh, you think the little tiny canary who's been in
Here,
a cage
no.
its whole life can fly to America?
Not fly all over America, but like they could fly and then like land on one of the little lifeboats.
Oh, you're so right. It could.
Do you get what
made
I'm
it.
saying? But I'm
It
sure that
probably
would
would have
be,
been too
if that
cold.
had happened, that would have been like a story that everyone would have remembered, you know, a bird landing on them.
Let's make it up right now.
See, like, I'm sad that it didn't happen. If it
It
did
probably
happen,
didn't
we
even
would have
make
known.
it out of the cage. It
People weren't
yeah.
thinking about opening their cages, were they? And then chickens can't fly.
And then, like any other ship, the Titanic had a lot of rats, which also died.
Ew.
On the evening the Titanic sank, in the third class dining room, a rat ran across the tables. Yeah.
See,
The way
rats
have,
know
like,
things are going
they
to
have
happen.
like a sixth sense. Yeah.
They like know.
There was like apparently like a whole big ruckus, and women like were crying, and men were trying to catch it, and like they were trying to kill the rat, and it was absolute chaos.
That would have been hilarious.
But yeah. Ooh.
See, I think like they know. Isn't it something to do with if water was? But wait, they hadn't hit the iceberg by then. Sure, they hadn't.
No.
How do they know these things?
But a few of the Titanic's animals did survive the sinking. 3 of the dogs were taken on board the lifeboats by their owners.
Frou make it.
BB, the Pomeranian,
Baby.
got away safely in lifeboat 7 and lived until June 1917, when it went missing.
Oh no!
It went missing 5 years later.
Don't lose that precious dog.
Poor little BB.
If you had a loved one that died on the Titanic and you heard that like some
Yes.
little dog got up space on the boat, well, obviously it doesn't take up that much space, but
yeah.
there's something about it that's a bit
It is. It's a bit...
doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get into it in a second. Elizabeth Rothschild refused to get on board the lifeboat 6 unless her dog was allowed to come.
Okay, Elizabeth. Okay.
It seems like there was like the crew were like, leave the fucking dog, you need
Yeah.
to leave the dog. And
Yeah.
she's like, I'm not getting on the boat unless my
Oh,
dog
you can
can
just
come.
imagine. Okay.
So that dog survived.
Right.
Yeah. Which
I
is
mean,
a
if
bit
it was
like,
me, I think I'd like smuggle the dog under my shirt
definitely.
or something. Don't make a scene, and like time is of the essence, you know, just like
Yeah.
get on the boat.
But then like saying that like if it was my little dog, you would, I don't know if I'd be that dramatic, but I think I would try.
I would just like smuggle it in a coat or something. I wouldn't make a big scene.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'd say what it was they were probably like, no, you're not allowed to take the dog on or something. And if it was me, I'd be like, no, I'm fucking taking it, because like it's going to fit on your lap. It's not like someone else is going to fit on your lap.
It's not like it's
taking
a
up a
giant...
person's space. It's not taking up a person's space.
But then saying that, like, you know, you could have a person on your lap or a child.
You
sitting
could have
on
a
your
child.
lap.
That's a good point. You could have a child. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, yeah.
It is
You see,
still
it was
selfish.
just the rich. They put the rich on the lifeboats first, didn't they?
We know that, yeah. And they had to go back
Yeah.
to, like, rescue them, and
Oh, I don't like thinking about it.
it's so sad. Henry and Myra Harper, they also got their Pekingese on lifeboat 3. The Pekingese called Sun Yat-sen. Back in New York, Henry Harper was interviewed and asked about saving their dog rather than other people. So sort of like we were just talking about.
So
like Henry Harper, so the guy who owned Sun Yat-sen, was heir to Harper and Row, a New York-based publishing firm.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Harper and Row books.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Yeah. And Henry Harper said, there seemed to be lots of room and nobody made any objection. Lots of room. It's like, if there's lots of room, you go back and get more people.
Yeah.
Lots of room. Oh, it's very spacious.
Like, I wonder, you see, because it was like this big luxury boat and they had all these fancy people, I know that they were always trying to keep everything calm, but I mean, so sometimes I do wonder, did people even realise that there was a lack of lifeboats? I think some people knew, but I think some people didn't. Some people probably thought, oh yeah, this is just the one that I'm getting on and there's enough for others. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was an assumption that there was enough.
There might have been, yes. There might have been.
Because you think to yourself, these people have spent all this money building this boat. They have prepared for these things to happen. It's like when I'm in a plane, I don't really worry because I'm like, well, these people know what they're doing. So
it's like being in a plane and then somebody's telling you that there's not enough parachutes and you have to share. You're like, what?
You just don't see that scenario ever being possible. Yeah. It's like, so I wonder, but I do know that that is correct, that the boats that had the fancy people on them did have enough room for more. Like, I know that. Yeah. And that is just disgusting. That's comes down to, the people operating the boat. That is their fault.
Yeah.
For, trying to, like, I don't know, please the rich people and don't overcrowd their boat or whatever. I mean, what?
I don't know.
When it comes to life and death, what does wealth matter, really? Like, what? Bizarre.
Helen Bishop had to abandon Frou Frou in her cabin.
Stop.
I know. Much to their mutual distress. The dog attempted to stop Helen from leaving and was holding on to her dress with his teeth.
Stop.
Tugging and tugging until he tore the seam.
Stop.
I know. Afterwards, Bishop spoke of her sorrow. The loss of my little dog hurt me very much. I will never forget how he dragged my clothes. He so wanted to accompany me.
Oh, stop. That's heartbreaking. Oh, my God.
That's so sad.
Could she not have fit him, like, in her coat or so? I know, actually, they had life jackets on, didn't they?
They did.
Ah, yeah.
Actually, at some point during the sinking, someone decided to free the dogs from their kennels.
Okay.
Which led to a big pack of excited dogs racing up and down the slanted deck as the ship was going down.
I've never heard of that.
That is just chaos, right?
What on earth?
Yeah.
It does seem
sense.
like the right decision, though. You got to give them a chance.
Give them a chance, yeah.
And also, it would be a horrific death, just sinking like that. At least if they could swim a little bit, it wouldn't be as, traumatic for them. Do you know what I mean?
It seems cruel.
It's cruel,
to drown them in a cage.
That they would just have so much anxiety in that moment. It would be horrible. Yeah, it'd be cruel.
A woman called Anne is said to have refused to be apart from her Great Dane, and she refused to get on the lifeboat. Instead, she chose her fate and stayed on board the sinking ship.
Stop, Miriam, you're killing me.
That's so sad.
Stop. A Great Dane is the size of a human, like.
Yeah, like that.
They're
dog
massive. They're probably bigger than me.
Yeah, they're big.
They're big.
Several days later, as the SS Bremen passed through an area still strewn with debris and bodies floating in the water, a passenger saw the body of a woman tightly holding a large dog.
Stop. Wait, was that her with the Great Dane?
It is thought to be her. Yeah.
Oh, stop. Oh,
so
stop.
Sad.
That is the saddest thing. Oh, my God.
And Robert William Daniels' bulldog was actually spotted and last seen in the water swimming for his life after the ship went down.
Oh.
He was like among the chaos. After the sinking, several of the surviving animal owners made compensation claims for their pets and poultry.
Okay. Chicken lady, really?
Yeah, chicken lady.
I mean,
It's like
it's a bit distasteful, is it? I don't know. I mean,
it is.
people died. A lot of people died.
A lot of people died.
And you worry about your chickens? You serious?
Very disrespectful, I think.
A lot of detestable people in this story.
There is. And they were not, in the movie, they were not really shown to be that detestable.
Yeah, where's Chicken Woman? Where's the snotty painter?
Yeah.
Where's the rats running across the table?
So Daniel claimed $750 for the loss of his pedigree bulldog. Carter claimed $300. I know.
Sorry, say that again. How much was that one? I was just outraged at the first one. How much was that?
$300.
Right.
For the loss of his 2 dogs. White, she claimed $207.86 for her lost chickens.
All right. You happy
Chow Chow was valued by Anderson at $50.
Okay. But did people claim compensation for their loved ones? Was that a thing? Did that happen?
I don't know.
Because I've never heard that, and if it happened for animals, but then maybe animals are seen as possessions as such, whereas
I think they are seen as possessions.
Perhaps you had to have life insurance in order to be able to claim. I don't.
Oh, maybe they did have insurance. Yeah,
maybe, but like
maybe that's what happened.
Were people compensated? Yeah, I don't. I've never actually thought about that.
I know you don't want to think about stuff like that. Monetizing death.
Yeah,
it's just very depressing.
And
just to end it on a lighter note, I think the Newfoundland people might say this happened, but it's regarded as myth. Apparently, there was a large black dog named Rigel, and he is said to have saved many survivors.
Oh.
Rigel was said to have been owned by William McAster Murdoch, the first officer on the Titanic. Murdoch died during the sinking, but Rigel apparently swam away and stayed close to lifeboat 4. When the RMS Carpathia arrived on the scene looking for survivor, Rigel began to bark. The lifeboat had drifted under the bows of the Carpathia and was at risk of being run down. But the people in the boat were too exhausted to make themselves heard. Rigel's barks alerted the captain, Arthur Roster, who ordered the engine stopped and began the search for survivors. Everyone on the lifeboat was saved, and Rigel was pulled from the icy water after 3 hours, unaffected by the experience. So, this is meant to be the story of Rigel, that his barks alerted the other boat. It has been debunked, and there's no evidence that the dog even existed.
It's just bizarre how stories like this begin. Right? Makes you wonder, because it can't come from nowhere.
There's so much doom and gloom that maybe somebody wanted to create some kind of
someone told this story to a child, maybe even, or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it is a nice story. Yeah,
because there's absolutely
I know, right?
Nothing positive, except for this Rigel story.
Oh, Rigel, cute name.
Anyway, that was the animals of the Titanic.
Wow, that was different and interesting and unexpected. Makes me want to watch the movie and go to the museum.
I don't know. Let's just end it.
Let's end it. Slanawalia, guys.
Bye-bye. Oh, and R.I.P. Jenny.
R.I.P. Jenny. And Frou-Frou and Bibi and Rigel.
Especially Jenny. She was a working girl.
She was the only cat.
Well, except for her kittens.
Oh, no. Okay, right. Forget about it. Me Time and Murder would like to thank and acknowledge our sources that make this podcast possible. References can be found on our Instagram page.